Then introduction to programming, that is you need to familiar with the some of the going to this subject, because this subject is what are the comments we are using, then applying the styles to HTML elements. Hello everyone, welcome to the day 0 session of the subject web technology. So this is one of the subjects in your third sem BCA. Myself, Chandana C, Faculty of Computer Science Department, Vidyashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in this session, we are going to discuss what are the prerequisites and learning outcomes, how many units are there in this subject, and how about the internals, for how many marks you are going to write the internals and the question paper pattern. Okay. So first thing, we will move into the prerequisites. Prerequisites means what you should know before learning this subject. So if you know the basic computer knowledge, that means understanding of how the computer works, okay, it's more than enough. Then introduction to programming, that is you need to familiar with the some of the programming languages like C or Python. Then every student must know some HTML basics before going to this subject, because this subject is, so before studying this subject, you should know some of the HTML basics. That means how to create the web page, front page, then how to insert for creating the web page. So which are the tags? Some of the tags you should know. Next, logical thinking and the problem solving. So these are the some of the topics you should know before studying this subject. So next we will look into what are the learning outcomes of this subject. So as I said, this subject contains 4 units, okay. So the first, after completion of the first unit, the students are going to understand the internet basics, then www and HTML5 structure. Then in the CO2, the course outcome of unit 2 is design responsive web pages using HTML, forms and CSS. The student can able to design some responsive web pages. So using HTML forms and the cascading style sheets. Then after completion of the unit 3, so what is the course outcome of this? So they can write the JavaScript code using the variables, functions and control structures. Okay. Then what is the last unit? The course outcome of the last unit is we can use the JavaScript objects, arrays, events and DOM manipulations. Okay. So these are the course outcomes. Okay. So next we will move on to the each unit. So one by one. So we have first unit here. In this unit we are going to study about the foundations of internet, okay, and World Wide Web. So in this we are going to study the introduction about the internet, what is internet and what are the IP addresses, why we need it. So which are the different IP addresses we have, then how it is classified. So these things we will learn in the IP addresses. Then what are domain names? So what are the uses of domain names? Why we are using it here? Then what is www, that is World Wide Web. And also we are going to study about the web browsers, which are the web browsers and web servers and web server operations, what it is going to do, and the general server characteristics. So what are the general server characteristics, and also the URL, about the uniform resource locators, and also the MIME, MIME, that is multi-purpose internet mail extensions. Then the hypertext transfer protocol, that is HTTP. So in that we have the request phase and the response phase, and also we are going to study about the security issues in www. So next chapter we have introduction to HTML5 under the unit 1. So in that we are going to study about what is HTML5 under the introduction part, then what are the HTML basics, tags we are using it here, and what is the standard structure in HTML we are going to write, and what are the HTML elements, attributes, and how many different types of headings we are using, then HTML paragraph text formatting, then hyperlink, then also how we are going to insert the images, then which tag is used, then preserving white space. Okay, if we have left any white spaces in between the paragraphs, how we need to come over that, then and how to insert the tables and HTML block and inline elements and HTML division elements, then horizontal rules and character entities. Okay, so these two chapters we are going to study under the unit 1 of the subject web technologies. Okay, next we will move to unit 2. So in the unit 2 we are going to study about the HTML form and the cascading style sheet. Okay, so under the HTML form, so we are going to study about the working with form elements. So what are the different form elements we are using, okay, to create a form. So in websites and all, you have already come across that form. You have filled so many forms. So for example, it may be your college application form or any other, okay. So for applying a job, and also we have filled the online application forms, right? So those forms are developed using this. Okay, then form attributes, okay, then working with iframes, then building responsive web page. Okay, so this is very, very important, this iframes. They have asked many times in the examination. Next, under the cascading style sheets, we are going to study about the introduction to CSS. So what is this cascading style sheet? Then how we are going to write the syntax, then what are the comments we are using, then applying the styles to HTML elements, then style specification formats, selector forms, CSS margins, then padding, height, width, then CSS text. So under the text, we are going to study so many things, that is alignment, okay, text alignment, whether we need to align the text in the left or a center or in the right, okay. Next, decoration. So how we can decorate our text to look more beautifully in our web pages. Then text transformation, then spacing between the text and text shadow, okay. Next, font properties like the list or the box model, then CSS links, list and position, and also the z-index. So these are the two main chapters we are going to study under the unit 2. So next we will move into the unit 3, okay. So in the unit 3, we are going to study the 3 chapters. So which are those? The first chapter is advanced CSS. So in this, we are going to study about the CSS round corners, okay. Next, shadow effects and also the text effects, then 2D transforms, 3D transforms, then transitions, okay, transition. So changing the place of an object from one place to another place. So transitions, then animations. So making an animation to the object that is moving, okay. Then masking. So these are the things we are going to study in the advanced CSS. So next chapter we have introduction to JavaScript, okay. Then in this chapter we are going to study about the overview of JavaScript. So what is JavaScript, and also the syntactic characters and advantages of JavaScript. Then what are variables, what are called variables, then so what are called comments, then what are the different data types we are going to use in this, then what do you mean by constant, then also the screen output and keyboard input. So then operators, then type conversion, okay, from implicit to explicit or explicit to implicit. Then some flow controls we are going to use, those are called conditional statements, then looping statements and the jumping statements. So these are the some of the important topics we are going to study under the JavaScript. So next thing we have the functions. This is the 3rd chapter in your unit 3. So in this we are going to study about the function basic, then function parameters, and also the function invocation, how we are going to invoke one function in another program. Okay, next, return statement, then global and local variables. So these are the important topics, which are those advanced CSS, then introduction to JavaScript and functions. So these are the 3 important chapters we are going to study under unit 3 in your subject web technologies. Next, we will move on to the unit 4. So in this, we are going to study about object and class as the first chapter in the unit 4. So the second chapter, we have your arrays and string. Then the 3rd chapter, we have events and event handling. Okay, so these are the 3 important chapters we are going to study under the unit 4. So what does the first chapter contain? So that is object and class. So in this we are going to study what is the definition of class. So what is a class means? Then class syntax, how we are going to write the syntax, and what are the different methods we are using. Then what are called constructors. Then the definition of an object. Next we have, so what is called object, and also the how we are going to create the object. Then what are the different properties of an object. Okay, then what are called the built-in objects called. So here built-in objects we have arrays and strings. Okay, so in that we are going to study what is array, that is definition of array, then how we are going to create an array, what are the different types of array, that is one dimension and multi-dimensional array. So then how we are going to access that array elements, and what are the different array properties and the methods. So in the second chapter. Next we have the strings. We are going to study about the string. So these are the built-in objects, right? Arrays and strings. So this we are going to study under unit 4. So in the strings we are going to study about the definition, then creation of string, then string methods. So how we are going to access the elements in JavaScript. So these are the things we are going to study under the first chapter, that is object and class, then strings, arrays and strings. Okay. Next we have events and event handling. So under this we have handling events from body elements. Okay. Then handling events from button elements, handling events from text box and password elements. Okay. Then element visibility, then changing the colors and fonts of the elements. Next dynamic content, then slow movement of elements, then the navigator object. So this one we have used in the maps and all. Okay. Next, basic patterns of pattern matching using the regular expression. So these are the important topics we are going to study under the unit 4. Okay. So these are the 4 important units we have in our subject web technologies. Next we will move into a IA pattern. So that is internals. For how many marks you have? For 20 marks. So the first internals is for 10 marks and the second internals is for 10 marks. Okay. So from both the internals, total you have 20 marks. Next, question paper pattern for your final examination. That is for theory examination. So as per SCP syllabus, so the question paper is framed for 80 marks. For how many marks? 80 marks. See, 80 marks. How it is divided, this 80 marks into part A and part B. So part A is for 20 marks and part B is for 60 marks. So let us look into a question paper pattern for the theory exam. So here they have divided into part A and part B, right? See, part A and part B. So what does the part A contains? Part A contains 12 questions. So it contains 12 questions. So out of 12, you need to answer for 10 questions. So each question carries 2 marks. How many marks? 2 marks. Okay. So whereas they had, so as per recipe, they are telling 3 questions drawn from each unit. Okay. So how? You have totally 4 units. So 3 questions drawn from each unit. So 4 into 3 is 12. Okay. 12 questions. They have taken 12 questions, okay, from 4 units. So you need to answer for 10 questions. 10 into 2, that is for 20 marks. Part A is for 20 marks. That holds from question number 1 till 12, okay. So in the part B, you need to answer all the questions. See, all the questions. But they are telling each question carries 15 marks. How many marks? 15 marks. That is 4 into 15 equals to 60. Each question with internal choice and with maximum of 3 sub-questions. So how does it contains? Part B. See, for example, till 12 question, it will be in the part A. From 13th question. So it contains A, B or C. Okay. Maximum. Internal choice and with the maximum 3 sub-questions. Okay. A, B, C. So this or this. A, B, C. Like this. Okay. So in this only they are going to divide it. So if A comes for 8 marks, then B will be for 7 marks. If there is a C question, then they are going to divide 5, 5, 5. So like this. Okay. But question. Each question carries 15 marks. So, and it also contains the internal choices. This ABC or second ABC in the same question. Okay, this you need to understand. Next, we will move on to the lab. Okay, practical lab. So, web technology. This subject holds the practical also. For how many marks you are going to get? The practical is for 40 marks. Okay, how they are going to divide it? So, you need to choose one program from part A. Okay, whatever you are picking a cheat, right? So, from part A, you are going to write a one program. Then from part B, you are going to write a one program. So, each carries 15 plus 15 is 30 marks. Okay. Then executing only one program. That is either from part A or from part B. So, execution of one program, that is for 5 marks. Okay, 30 plus 5. And Viva is for 5 marks. Okay. So, the total you are going to score 40 marks in your practical examination. Next, we will move on to the reference books or textbooks on this subject. Okay, first we have Robert W. Sebesta. So, he is a writer who written a book name called Programming the World Wide Web. Okay, so the publisher is a Pearson Education. Next, the writer is Dr. T. Vasudev, Dr. Chandrajit and Aravind G. and Vasanti. So, they have written a textbook called HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript made easy. So, the publications are Dream Books Publications. So, another book we have, the writer is a Thomas A. Powell and Fritz Skinder. So, the complete reference, that is JavaScript 3rd edition. Okay. Next, we have Thomas A. Powell, HTML and CSS. So, this is a textbook for HTML and CSS, the last one. Okay. Thomas A. Powell is a writer. Okay. The complete reference. So, this is a, you can see the complete references. So, this is a 5th edition. So, this is for your textbook and reference book. Okay. So, by this, I am ending the day 0 session on the subject web technologies. Thank you.